Yo, what's up guys, it's Wintergore here. That was probably the luckiest drop pod I've ever got. This beautiful game is Planetside 2. You can access the Planetside 2 by following the link in the description. Every sign up directly benefits my channel, so go ahead and share it with your friends guys, it really helps me out. And now on to Planetside 2. So what is Planetside 2, you might be asking? Planetside 2 is a free-to-play MMO FPS developed by Sony Online Entertainment for the PC. It uses the amazing Forge Light engine, which offers players a continuous battle, so the war never ends. This is one of the main features in Planetside. The war never ends, guys. Have you ever played a game where literally the war never ends in an FPS? I don't think you have, unless you played obviously Planetside 1. This offers a hugely unique experience for players, especially myself, and I can't obviously compare it to anything else because of this. So really guys, you just have to try it for yourself, and I guarantee if you get yourself in a squad you will absolutely love this game. Right, so now a bit more about the game. There are 3 different factions in the game. These are the Vanu Sovereignty, the New Conglomerate, and the Terran Republic. The Vanu Sovereignty are basically scientists who utilize mysterious ancient technology in their quest to reach the next stage of human existence. I'm just reading this off the wiki, by the way. This is basically, they landed on the planet Araxius and they found loads of alien tech, so they were like, oh, we could use this to become like superhumans. And then they were really pissed off that the other factions were getting in the way of drilling for this stuff, so they decided, hey, let's just wipe these guys out. If you guys want to be superhumans and all super cool and live forever, then you guys want to side with us. Second faction is the New Conglomerate. These are basically a band of freedom fighters who are fighting for the freedom, because I believe they're heavily oppressed by the third faction, which is the Terran Republic, which is sort of a government faction. They're very militaristic, I believe is the word. Basically, they're very controlling, and none of the other factions really like that about them. They limit the Vanu because obviously ethical issues, or they just believe that they're like sort of outlaws really, so they're trying to calm down on both of these guys. So all these factions are hellbent on wiping each other out and seizing control of the planet for its valuable resources. The main gameplay mechanic, as I mentioned earlier, as it's the war never ends, is a territorial control. This is for resources basically, so the more of the map that you have control of influences how quickly your faction receives material inserts. However, you need to always ensure that your base is connected to the rest of the sections that you have taken. For example, if one faction owns a huge section of the map, but you manage to swoop down and cut them off, which I did with the HVK guys the other night, you'll be able to cut off all of their resources because basically none of their supplies can get back through to their base because it has to go across enemy borders, which it can't actually do. As I mentioned earlier, this is a free-to-play, so currently the only unlockables that can't be unlocked normally are camos. So you can unlock everything else playing the game, which makes this game insanely fair to play. You can unlock all of the same stuff as other players that have paid for stuff, just that you'll unlock it at a slightly slower rate. This is basically because you can either choose to buy the weapons straight away by obviously spending some money on coins, or station cash as I believe it's called. Or you can just grind a little bit and unlock some of the equipment. You don't have to grind a lot in this game, which is quite surprising because of how amazing the game is made. I would have expected there to be like quite a lot of grinding, but it actually isn't that hard to unlock stuff. Just playing the objective and playing for your team, being like a healer or a mechanic, really helps at unlocking stuff early on. The game features ground, air and vehicle combat. This basically allows the player to experience combat from lots of different perspectives. You can be flying a scythe or maybe like a reaver in the air trying to take down loads of enemy bandits, or you could be flying like a liberator, which is basically the equivalent of an AC-130 gunship, which is absolutely devastating if used correctly, or a galaxy drop pod to drop off huge sections of troops. Or you could be on the ground in one of the many transport vehicles or tanks, such as a light tank or a heavy tank. And you could be on foot, which basically provides you with a really unique perspective. There's some absolutely amazing scenes that you won't get in any other game, such as seeing upwards of 50 to 100 players on your screen at once in a giant, like, insanely huge scale war. Going on in front of you is like one of the most jaw-dropping experiences I've ever had playing an online game. There's some absolutely intense fights that you can get yourself into, and obviously the whole thing about, because of the scale of the fights, you have to really play with your team in this game. So there's a lot of playing the objective. So for you guys that like to play your objectives, you will absolutely love this game. However, if you do form up a group of friends, you can obviously go and mess around in the game, have a lot of fun. Like, for example, trying to troll players by planting C4 on vehicles still works in this game. You just have to unlock the C4 first. And that's basically it. So I've had a lot of fun playing this game. One of my favourite things about it is how easy it is to get into action. You can click deploy on multiple things. You can deploy on your squad leader. You can click deploy on the map straight away, get dropped into action as you saw at the beginning of the video. And you can also join platoons where you'll be automatically matched with loads of other guys. Everyone's really friendly. They'll talk on VoIP. If you want to try and get in someone's vehicle and they're driving off, you just have to hold the key, shout in VoIP, hey dude, like pick me up. And not quite often they'll just stop and pick you up because they want to take as many guys with them as to a base, because they never know that the base assault could have 50 guys in, and they'll really regret picking up them 4 guys that they left behind. So yeah, seriously guys, I really recommend this. Go ahead and check it out. There's a link in the description, so if you guys really enjoy the look of this game, please use that link. As I said at the beginning, it directly contributes to my channel. If you guys have any questions or you want to take part in some events on Planetside, go ahead and check me out on Twitter. There's a link on screen right now or in the description. So if you enjoyed this video guys, make sure to subscribe and like. That really helps me out. And also the next video I've got coming up for you guys is a huge platoon that we had going with the HVK guys. Basically I think it was like 2 full squads here, absolutely like dominating across the map. It's so intense, some amazing sights in this next video, so make sure to check it out. We basically joined a one-sided server. The Vanu are absolutely outweighing our NC faction, and we managed to cut behind all of their resources, as I mentioned earlier, and completely cut them off from basically the entire map that they had controlled. And then we proceed to take over all of the bases and absolutely dominate, and then have this huge fight at the Crown, which is a heavily defended point. Our team basically have it defended and we're completely surrounded by enemies. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.